Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of our Let's Play of Star Traders Frontiers. In the last episode, we set off as Captain Rolkin, a Rychart spy, and we did a few brief missions before picking up the Arbiter, Estelle Brockstrom. We're currently orbiting the planet of Prince Faen. Let's go and drop the Arbiter off. This should be great money for our little voyage. She promised us 10k credits, and we could really use that money. I've already thought about how we're going to spend it. I've been eyeing up the crew quarters update. You can see that we can go up to a maximum of 30 crew, and I think we could really do with that. We need a military officer, and another spy would be nice, especially now that we have the commander ability, Discerning Glance I think it's called, which should hopefully spit out some excellent recruits for us. I think we checked all of these last time, but let's just double check. Yep, nothing too great. Let's drop off the Arbiter. It looks like they've rolled out the red carpet for you, Arbiter. I think that's for Callaghan, but it has the effect. Estelle, yours is a face to welcome, to warm. Estelle, yours is a face to warm, tired eyes. And Captain, many welcomes. Thank you for escorting Estelle here safely. Greetings from the stars, Prince Faen. I did not expect such pomp at the starport. We've all been waiting for your arrival, Estelle. This mess is progressing. It has sped up, not lost steam. We have much to discuss. Let us retire to the palace. Star Trader, you've earned my gratitude. I have high-paying work for a captain of your caliber. Come and visit my court once you've settled everything with your ship and crew. Thank you, Prince Faen. We may take you up on that offer. So we've gained moderate experience. We've gained 120 XP across the crew. I don't think that's divided equally. I think it's semi-random. Some people will get more than others. It's why some of our officers have been leveling up before others. We've also gained 5 rep with Rychart and 10 rep with Prince Faen himself. That's really useful, and I believe he should also give soldier recruits. And off they go. The prince seems very intent on getting Arbiter at Brockstrom's assistance. Captain, the prince's starport commander has paid us 10,000 as promised, and a 2,000 bonus to boot. Brilliant, so that gets us even closer to our goal. One Faen has stuck around. Many welcomes, Star Trader. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Zet Faen, the prince's sister. Let me extend my brother's warmest welcome. That's nice of her. What other work do you think your brother has planned for us? I'm sure that my brother will ask you to escort the Arbiter Brockstrom to a few more places. He couldn't arrange her transport? Oh no, she couldn't arrive on Callaghan's military transports. It's important for her to appear neutral in legal cases. It must be a Star Trader, a neutral party. Appearances by Shalhoun. Zet Faen has a very different idea about Arbiter Brockstrom's willingness to do favours. Yeah, I think it's a bit hasty of her to assume that the Arbiter will help. How does your brother know the Arbiter? My brother Callaghan has long been a leader amongst the syndicates, and he believes strongly in some of the causes Estelle has chosen to champion. What causes exactly? They're both unionists who've been advocating for amendments to the Accords that would create a united government over all quadrants. Honestly, Callaghan has been an indispensable ally to Estelle. He's spent much of our family's power to this single-minded goal. What is the legal case that Brockstrom has come here to observe? The bombing of the Highwind military orbital? Surely Estelle told you about this. It's a McClumno research facility? I've heard of it in passing. It was. Estelle must have told you. Callaghan's daughter Valencia has been charged with the terrorist act of destroying the Highwind, which is completely ridiculous. She went aboard the station for a scientific meeting. What idiot would plant a bomb at the same time? Not Val. But Estelle hasn't spoken to you about it? You really don't know? then the Arbiter isn't going to help. Did she say anything like that? I don't think she did, but I honestly don't remember. By the pit, that's useless, Star Trader. I don't make a habit of prying into my passengers' business. This is no time to be playing nice, Star Trader. If you're going to get involved in this, you better start prying. This is not a legal battle we can stand to lose. The loss of life at the Highwind alone. They will demand Valencia's life in retribution, and you don't feel like prying. Just like the Void, retribution justice has no mercy. If the damages are great enough, McLumnu could be granted a duel of assassins against Valencia Faen personally. I hope you'll keep your ears open for me, Star Trader. Come to the palace. My brother has work for you. Right, so I actually believe, let me just double check. Yeah, we have 1 year to get back to Callaghan Faen. So I think we're going to spend the majority of that year doing missions. Let's quickly just have a look at what we know about Callaghan Faen. So he's respected. He's military, he pays us more. Recruit soldiers, this is brilliant, hates McLumnu. Expected. And generous, he pays us even more and has longer deadlines. This is really good. I think, I'm not sure if they've changed it, but I believe that over the course of the game his power, his influence will fall, and so we should get as much out of him as we can now. Let's have a look at who he could give us introductions to. So we've got a Zenran Smuggler Prince, and we've got a Zenran Smuggler Princess. Brilliant. They both offer the exact same thing. I'm not sure if any extras that would be available through their traits would be visible here. I'm going to assume that they're not, just because we haven't seen anything, but I could be wrong. I think it's probably worth getting a rank or two, especially if we're going to be pumping out missions. Can we get a third one? No, we can't. And do we need a soldier at the moment? What do we? Yeah, okay, so I've marked both of these in red, so I don't think either are good. Yeah, they're pretty shocking. So maybe we should do that. Let's have a look at how much the crew upgrade would be. $42. It would take 1 week and 2 days. I'm perfectly happy to do that. Lovely stuff. So we should now at the top see, yeah, we've got space for 6 more crew. In which case, let's grab a soldier. And then let's pay everyone. Right, so for ourselves, I think I'm going to put another point in Spy. I'd rather the increase to pistols than I would negotiate and intimidate. I know that you get more at level 2 than you do any level after that, but I think another point is Spy is worthwhile, especially since I believe we get our 3rd talent at level 6. It would be nice to have unlocked the rank 5 talents for Spy by then. So for our Doctor, we've got 2 points in Doctor. Next thing is going to be Combat Medic. And we'll get another Doctor skill save. We should really look for another Doctor quite soon. And finally we've got our Soldier. Again, not brilliant, but shockingly better than the ones that we started with. Yeah, his fortitude's unfortunately not strong enough to wield a shotgun. So, we'll just have suppressing fire. I think I'll keep the other two around for now as red shirts. But probably not for very long, especially if we're going to be getting more talented recruits. So this goes on cooldown for, I guess, 4 weeks. So we can get 1 decent recruit a month. That's fine. Although I think if we hire the military officer, we should be able to get another talent similar to that. Let's have a look at what missions Callaghan Faen will give us outside of his main story. 10 jumps is absolutely mental. That money is good, and if we were a diplomat, I think I would be fine with it. But as it stands, this is rather crazy. Let's see what else he can offer us. Right. Well, I do not think this is a good idea. Our deadline is quite far into the future, so you know what? Let's pick it up. This is a terrible idea, and maybe the end of our second character already. But I mean, you'll never know unless you try. Sure. Right, so we have run into a Zenran smuggler. I don't think smugglers will report us. Yeah, they didn't report us. We're absolutely fine. Let's just quickly meander across our other contacts. Right, I think, let's take one of each. Let's see what we'd like. Deal broker looks fine. It's only 1 jump. And I'll take another mission. Orion Expanse. Is that part of our massive Callaghan Faen mission? No, Dragon Rim, Ironforge Abyss are the closest. I suppose we'll do this. I'm not overly excited by the fact that we have to carry someone, but that's fine. Oh, we don't even have a free passenger cabin, never you mind. I suppose we won't take any missions from them then. Who is our passenger? Oh, it's diplomatic tour. Oh, I see, we are carrying someone. Okay, no matter. Let's move on to our next contact. I believe our final contact in the area. We've just got the 3 at the moment. We'll make sure to refuel, especially with so many hyper warp jumps. Let's see what we can do with the trade ban. I think the data cube breakout is probably the safest one. Not too safe, but we'll have to sneak it back onto the ship. We do have a skill save for that. I suppose that will do for now. We don't have the ability. Right, let's start heading off. Now, we actually did jump into a different galaxy in our last episode, but it was very brief. Hopefully this time it will be equally as safe. We didn't run into anything too dangerous. But with 10 jumps, the danger can crank up pretty quickly. You have to be careful. You have to avoid certain areas entirely, depending on the rumours there. Yeah, if we had a life-saving talent, this would be incredible. But I just can't risk it with the death among the crew. Right, let's mitigate our reputation loss to start off with. We don't have a negotiate save. And I don't think our negotiate skill is that good. I think we just have the one extra point from being a smuggler. Perhaps I should have leveled up first, actually. Maybe we would have got some points for doing that. Unknown new trait for Yap. Right, so our doctor, we will take another point in combat medic, but that's just because of the increase to 2 in doctor as opposed to an increase in 1 here. Right, so with our engineer, I do feel like it would be a good idea to multi-class him. I'm just not too sure what I would want to class him as. Perhaps a mechanic? I'm not sure how much better the mechanic perks are. Perhaps an E-Tech? Let's go with mechanic. It seems like sort of best of both worlds. You get a few engineering stats, well, all of them. The same with E-Tech. You get ship ups, you get electronics, and you also get the repair. So let's go for mechanic. Be a little bit more flexible. I feel like discounted repairs is probably quite vital. Yeah, let's take discounted repairs. I think overall, in the long term, it will really pay off. Are there any decent... I always struggle to know how far to get with Quartermaster. Reliable hand is really nice. Is it worth going all the way to second shadow? It's quite a big commitment. Perhaps sticking with Commander would work a little bit better. let's go with Quartermaster for now. I'd like to get it up to level 5 at the very least, so no harm in doing that. Right, we can refuel our ship. I suppose we should set off. So we're going to Thogsloop. Yeah, let's get both of these out of the way first, and then we can focus solely on the rest of our jumps. I would of course like to tie up Prince Faen's quest as soon as possible, since it carries us for such a long distance and we're carrying a passenger as well. It would be nice to rid our hands of that. Right, so we can acknowledge them, we'll definitely do that. Let's continue. Right, so there's a quadrant-wide rumour here of a merchant fleet. Let's have a look at it after this contact. They appear neutral, and I think as long as it's a 1 or above, we'll be absolutely fine. We won't suffer any reputation loss. So let's have a look at the merchant fleet rumour. Merchants are swarming the Thogsloop quadrant, taking advantage of advantageous trading conditions to purchase resources for their homeworlds. We're more likely to encounter merchants during space travel or during patrolling or blockade. Good for pirates. Wary of those who'll try to take advantage of them, merchants are more hostile and willing to put up a fight to protect their cargo. Merchants are more likely to be travelling with cargo holds packed with valuable resources. Contacts relying on this quadrant's economic operations may gain influence. With profit running high, the local trade officials are willing to slacken regulations. Trade law is reduced by 1. This is actually more significant than you would think in terms of where you can offload lower legality cargo. The increased economic buzz within the quadrant is more likely to leave traces of valuable intel to be found during black market access or exploring. I don't think that will impact us too much at the moment, just because it's such early game, but hopefully we encounter another one of these rumours, because merchant fleet could do very nicely for a spy. So let's quickly have a look at all the cards here. Doesn't look too bad, but I don't really want to risk the pirate. That's brilliant fuel here. 9 credits. Right, let's do daring subterfuge to try and sneak the data cube out. They're absolutely perfect. We didn't even need the save. We lost 10 reputation with Clan Zenrin, but hopefully we'll find a nice planet to patrol and we can make that up. We'll pay off our crew. Morale is high, brilliant. And I guess we'll make our way to the other mission we have in this area. Right, so we've made it to the planet Snortsky. It's a standard garden world with very dense atmosphere. This is cool. I don't really remember this being here before in any of my previous playthroughs. I wonder how recent of an addition it is. No. Very tempting, but no. The principles of our law are the groundworks of human freedom. I wonder what it is about Yap that makes him say rigidly lawful. Okay. It's cool that they, your crew's dialogue is based on their traits. Right, let's refuel. And see the deal broker. We'll go with command. Actually, I don't really want to be forceful. We'll do it, but yeah, I think with any other solution we would have lost less reputation with Clan Javat. Coming with a forceful demeanor to negotiations isn't going to accomplish much. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, that was the only skill save that we had. I suppose we make our way. I'm actually going to bribe them. I'll bribe them again. And one more time. May report our... I think bribing works a little bit differently to how it did before. But it doesn't look like they reported us. Which is nice, which was sort of the goal. Happy to pay 1,500 for that. We don't have much money, but as soon as we complete Callaghan's mission, I believe that was 170,000 credits, so that will do nicely. It'll be a big jump start to us getting our next ship. Right, so we're just passing through Sign Memoria Pass. I do want to stop off for fuel, but maybe we can do that at the next place. Yeah, it's high tech mostly, so I think there'll be plenty of places to refuel. Nothing worse than going through a hyperspace jump and landing in just a desolate wasteland, nowhere to refuel. So we've reached Naval Veteran. We've survived 10 ship battles. I think we've run away from every single one of those, but good for us for surviving. Right, so we have made it to the Ironforge Abyss. This is Luxury Pop. I actually think I'm going to refuel over here. I think Luxury Pop doesn't give you the best prices just based on the world type. So once again, nothing brilliant on the cards. The fuel price isn't ideal, but I don't suppose there's much we can do. We need fuel. Perhaps we should have gone for the mining world. Right, so we have 5 level ups, our 4 commanders, and our pistolier. Right, so let's start there. I like to go for tricky gunplay. I think the -6 to initiative can really help out in some cases. Whether you add to your initiative or you take away from your opponents, the effects are roughly the same. We'll go for another point in Spy, definitely. And then next level we'll be able to rank up Spy to 5, and I'm not too sure what I'd want. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, for our Doctor, we will put another point into Doctor, I believe. Yeah, we need Lifesaver. So that's rank 5. Shouldn't be too bad. We may hold their talent next level then, just for one more level. We will train our engineer, because I believe if we rush from here to rank 8, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, here we are, hard bargain. This is engineer. Apologies, this one was mechanic. We gain a discount on buying a new ship. Let's get Quartermaster up. Jolly good. Right, so we have come into contact with an indie spy. The spies are preparing to depart. I don't think there's any reason for us to do anything else. I also believe that is a much bigger ship than we're in. Yeah, no chance. Let's just retreat. And let's make our way to the luxury population planet. I did just notice that it said the quadrant rumor is heavy patrols. Interesting that we haven't seen any as of yet. This doesn't look too bad. I'm definitely going to take it. I don't mind facing a smuggler. We can just run away. And the reputation boost could be very useful. Yep. Right, so we've gained 5 with Clan McLumnu. We've lost 1 with Kadar. Not sure why we've lost 1 with Kadar. I suppose, yeah, it's a Kadar smuggler. Okay, so they're preparing to retreat. We lost reputation. That's interesting. Well, I'm definitely going to take this as well. A new contact would be the best case scenario. That's what happened. We have met Keela Lariat, a Clan McLumnu Gestalt Explorer. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I probably am, I think they give combat medics? Or maybe I'm just being stupid and they give explorers. Let's have a look. The Gestalt Explorer gives Exo Scout or Spy recruits. Right, wrong on both counts. Exo Scouts can be fairly useful though. I remember using them in conjunction with bounty hunters to... you can do a lot of damage in crew combat that way. Let's escort the negotiator. We lost 4 rep with Clan McLumnu. But, oh, I see, we're being paid in stages. Very nice. Right, how is the ship looking? Damage is fine, just the torpedo. We should probably get all this fixed up, but I feel like losing a week and 3 days is quite a long time. And our next journey is 5 hyperwarps away. We're going to Brienne's Corridor. I think that's where we're going to wrap up for today. So thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.